Hey everyone, Charles here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the eTrailer J-Style Kayak Carrier on our 2015 Mazda CX-5. This is going to be a great way of transporting your kayak to and from your destinations. You can have a weight capacity of up to 150 pounds. And what I like about the J-Style Kayak Carriers is you have all this leftover space on your crossbars. These are 46-inch crossbars, and we're gonna have about 31 and a half of usable leftover crossbar space, so plenty of room for another kayak, cargo basket, or any other rooftop accessory. I really like that this carrier provides all the straps you're gonna need, and you're not gonna have to pay for anything extra. And the straps just make it really easy to tie this thing down with the included dog bone and this nice padding on the actual buckle, so it'll reduce any damage, if any. But let's go ahead and take this off so we can take a closer look at the cradles. I'm gonna go ahead and start by removing the bow and stern straps. So over here you can see that we have a lot of this foam padding over here and a nice rubber cushioning over here. It's just going to protect your kayak, and really easy to fold or to adjust the angle of your kayak as well. So you just have to make sure that these teeth are lined up whenever you go to close them. So while we're at our lowest here, the height from the top of the crossbar to the top of the carrier, it's going to be about 7 inches, and from the roof about 14 inches. At its peak height from the top of the crossbar, it's going to be about 17 inches, and from the roof about 21 and a half. Super easy to install. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. To begin the installation, we're going to lay out all the parts, and we're going to go ahead and open up the carrier so that it's easier to install. And then we're going to go ahead and pre-install this to make it a little bit easier. And if the bolt is stuck through because there's a little bit of metal pieces still in there from manufacturing, you can just go ahead and hit it with a rubber mallet, or in this case the side of this metal hammer. Just kind of knock it through. Once we have the screws in place, we can go ahead and turn this around and pre-install one side to make it a little easier. Make sure the curve of this bar is facing away from your carrier. Bar, washer, and then we'll go ahead and loosely install this knob. Grab our parts and throw it on top of the crossbar. Don't forget to bring a towel just in case you drop any of the hardware, to prevent any scratches. And then we're just gonna swing this side around. There we go. And I know I'm gonna be aligned with the carrier that we already installed on the front, because we're putting the bar flat against the back of the tower, just like we did with the front carrier. So once you have that, throw your washer on, and then your knob. Okay. And from there, we're going to go ahead and make sure that the bar and the carrier are exactly where we want it to be. And once these knobs are at the same tension level, we'll go ahead and finish tightening them down at the same time. That way they're even and the carrier won't end up lopsided or start to shift or anything. All right, you don't want to over tighten these, so once you have some good resistance, go ahead and give this a shake test, and if the whole vehicle is moving and the carrier's not, then you're secure. That's going to do it for the installation. Before we throw our kayak on the carrier, we're going to go ahead and pre-install the straps that secure our boat. And we just want to make sure that this side of the buckle is facing towards us. And go ahead and swing them out of the way gently. And I like to just put one nose in at a time, kind of lean it on the other carrier. Have both hands under and swing it over that last cradle. From there we can adjust it. Make sure it's where we want it. And then we can go ahead and throw our straps back over. Once you have your straps here on this side, I'm going to go ahead and give me more slack on this end. From there, and go ahead and wrap it behind and underneath our crossbars. And then coming through under our buckle here. And pull down to tighten. What I really like about these straps is this nice protective sleeve over here, so when we crank on this down, it's not going to damage our kayak here. Then we can go ahead and roll up the straps. And we have this nice little string here so that we can keep our excess strap clean and out of the way. Then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. And now for the bow and stern tie-down straps, we're going to take the strap without the buckle and one of the dog bones and find a good spot for it. Right there looks good. And then now I'm just going to loop this through itself and the dog bone. And then we're going to take the strap with the ratchet and put it on this part and loop this through itself. And then we're just going to connect the two together. Go ahead and tighten that down. And now we're just going to do the same thing on the back. We have the dog bone closed in the hatch. Tighten that down and put the protective sleeve over the buckle. Clean up the strap, and now your kayak and you are good to go. Overall, really simple to install and use. I really like how eTrailer has included all of the straps, including the two dog bones, making this a lot easier. If you want a system that is going to allow you to slide the kayak up just a little bit easier, check out the Yakima J-Lo. It's going to have these a part right here where it's like a ramp where you just slide it up in there. But other than that, this is a great choice. And that's going to do it for our look on the eTrailer J-Style Kayak Carrier on our 2015 Mazda CX-5.